thank you for talking with me today, and congratulations on the 30th anniversary of Strictly Ballroom.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to understand that it's 30 years. It seems like yesterday.
Well, it would be great if you could walk us through a scene and let us know a little bit of the behind the scenes of how the film was made.
So when Baz and I talked about doing Strictly Ballroom, we wanted the camera to move with the actors the whole time while they were dancing. And so you could get their dialogue, of course, but also you could be with them in the dance, as well as, covering it wide. And so we looked at a whole lot of things to do this, but we could only shoot in existing halls, and the floors were all bumpy and difficult to get around. And some of the moves, Baz wanted to sweep in really fast in and then come to dead stops. So we ended up getting rubber wheels on the outside, inflatable wheels, and hard wheels inside the dolly, and with a geared head and a 35 BL, we were able to move very quickly and fast around this dance floor. Unfortunately, a lot of the time you were looking through a monitor because you couldn't look through the viewfinder. It was all bouncing up and down. But we tried to really move with the dance and be part of the dance. And then when they stopped, we stopped dead. It was a real exciting experience because Baz decided that we needed to get a lot of setups to tell the story, to add a pace to the film. So we were doing about 35 setups a day we averaged, and that on dance and dolly moves. So it just had to. Didn't have time for tracks or putting wood down. We just shot on existing floors with these inflatable wheels and then the rubber wheels of the dolly. But that was part of the magic of making the film, really. We had very little time, 34 shooting days. But it was such a great experience for all of us on the crew. In regards to the lighting, I remember we couldn't afford to put lighting up or pre-light buildings at all, so we had to get the lights in shot. So I got these ground rows, which are a theatrical light that we'd put on the floor, and that would light the scene. And we put them all around the dance floors, if you look at it. And then we put on a filter, which was I had Zeiss lenses, and we used this fine net, an old-fashioned net that was sort of cemented between this glass that was very, very faint, but would just give a highlight going up and down, and we used that to sort of add the theatrical feel that these people were ordinary people, but they were doing something that was so exotic and so beyond their lives, making their lives so great, and making them feel so special. And that's kind of what we did with the camera, and CM's production design was just extraordinary, and Baz directing, the performances he got out of all the actors was just wonderful to be part of.